we already know it's another reality TV show.
Yes.
Like you always know you're a little different when the doors close and you're
Yeah.
alone, right?
So we're not freaking out. We are staying very calm. So hopefully that will happen.
Nick almost started a fire this morning.
What did he do?
He was, well, not this morning, but like before I came, he was cooking popcorn.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to That Good Vibe podcast. I'm Megan,
I'm Jordan.
and we are back for another episode.
Woo!
You can't get rid of us yet. We're
Yeah.
still here having fun. Yeah, hopefully this audio is working this time.
Yes, please.
I gravely apologize. I was so nitpicky about that. Was it last episode? It would have been last episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's
Technology.
just so frustrating. Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyways, we are excited to chat with you guys. All things Thanksgiving, gratitude, journals, but we'll get into that later. How have you been? How's your week?
I've been good. I just got back from a trip to Vancouver, to the
Yes.
big city. And okay, should I just go right into my flights? Because
You were really nervous about your flights.
I was so nervous. And I think more so like going through security and just not having like flown in a while and just not really knowing the get down with it. And then the flight itself. Everything security was fine. Even like coming home from Vancouver, everything was fine. But I officially hate flying.
You do?
I
no.
am so done with it. I want to yak everywhere. I feel so lightheaded. I feel so sick. And
Ugh.
like, I think I just need some gravel next time I fly.
Yeah.
But I am so glad that I don't have a job or like a life where I have to fly all the time. And maybe I'd get used to it if that was the case. But
Next time, definitely do like some gravel, things like that. I know a friend of mine told me her husband hates flying. Literally takes gravel and shots of vodka before he gets on the plane, so he just knocks himself out.
oh, yeah.
Not suggesting drink alcohol and gravel at the same time, but like do what you gotta do.
I had a really bad headache on the way there too, and like on the plane, and it's always taking off. Like coming back down on the ground is fine. It's taking off where it's like you're hitting those bumps, you're like getting into it, like your stomach drops, you feel like you're on a roller coaster. I just can't do it anymore.
That sucks.
I felt so sick.
Ugh. But did your like flight anxiety kind of resolve a little bit? Like now it's just a new issue.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
But you did it. You
I
flew
did
all by
it.
yourself.
And it was the best trip. It was so worth it. So I went to visit my best friend, and she moved there last year, and we did some hiking. We went horseback riding. We
I
saw
the
mountains.
horseback riding. You got your horse experience.
Yes.
And what was your horse's name?
Dude. And he was a butt muncher. He loved to bite other horses' butts.
Oh no.
So the whole trail ride, I was watching him. Like I couldn't even take my eyes off of him, because if he were going to get too close to the horse in front of me, like he would have been biting him. And it was like an older gentleman on that horse in front. So if my horse would have bitten. Is it bit though? I don't think is bitten a word.
Yes, bitten.
Okay.
I'm pretty. Yeah,
that sounded wrong.
Biting is not the right word.
Bite. It was either bit or bitten. Bit the horse in front of me. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right? See what I mean? It sounds like it would be right.
I'm not the grammar angel over here, so you're asking
I don't know,
the wrong person.
I don't know why I'm asking you. But okay, so if my horse would have bit the horse in front of me with the older guy on it, he probably would have gone flying. Like he wasn't experienced. Yeah.
So it was a group of people that you just went. Nice.
It was me and my friend, and then like two other couples, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
But yes, it was beautiful. Yeah, it was amazing.
It was a nice little vacation.
Yes.
And then I heard you needed a little vacation from your vacation when you got home.
Well,
it's hard to settle into normal routine after you're away.
It totally is. And I think from going from like a big city, there's so many people, there's so much going on. And then coming back here to our smaller city, like I was kind of excited to come back here.
To come back home. Yeah.
And to come back to like my quiet neighborhood. Quiet, cute neighborhood, and
your little cute house.
So
good. Well, I'm glad your trip was a success.
Everything went well. Like it was just So fun
Good.
and so needed.
Good.
Yeah.
What did I do this last week? Honestly,
Yeah, what did you do?
life is just like a blur
Yeah.
right now. Like between editing and creating vlogs and watching TV, going to work, trying to work out, eat better, all the things, they just meld in together. And I'm like,
are you having fun going back into vlogging?
I am.
Yeah.
I will say it's really weird to be like holding the camera and talking. So, okay. Let me rewind this. It's not weird to talk in front of the camera. I've been doing it for years and years and years. It's hard for me to articulate the thoughts in my mind out in words so that people can understand what I'm saying. But not only that, it's taking that footage, uploading it into Premiere Pro, and editing it in a way that people understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So that's a little tricky. And then when you're vlogging, you're constantly thinking about like different angles and different shots to take. Because when you walk in a room, you want a shot of you leaving the living room and then walking into the bedroom. Then you got to go back, grab the camera, put it into the spot in the bedroom, walk from the living room back into the bedroom, because then when you cut it in a video editing, it just looks like the cameras are just where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Which makes it easier for the people watching to follow and like understand your life and stuff. But like for you having to do it, it's a lot of
brain energy. So I'm happy to be back in the vlogging. I want to get better at that stuff and get better at the editing process and the storytelling and still providing like valuable content. I believe I'm going to be focusing mostly on like self-confidence.
Okay,
and
love
like
it.
How in the past 3 years of my life, I've grown my self-confidence a lot and all the things that come with that, obviously, but that's my main target. So learning how to vlog, but also bring that style of content and my message into it. It's a lot. It's just the start. And I keep saying to myself, create, upload, or create, edit, upload, repeat, create, edit, upload, repeat. Just keep up with it, consistency, and something's going to happen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But that's been my week. I got to check my notes. I think there was something else. Oh
no. What?
Okay. So I was watching TV the other day and I had my feet up on the coffee table and I noticed this like little fuzz hanging off like the middle of my foot. So I went to go grab it. Nope. It was like a 1-inch hair on the middle of my foot. Excuse me?
What?
What? No, thank you.
Wait.
Plucked that puppy right out.
Oh, it was like yours?
On the middle of my foot.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know hair could grow there.
Okay, this might be TMI, but have you?
Here we go.
I don't even know if I should. I'm not saying it.
You got to say it. Maybe we'll cut it.
Okay. Have you ever had hair grow on your areola?
Oh, like on the lips and stuff? Don't mind me
just
touching.
This is your areola.
Oh!
I'm like, yeah, there's hair down there, but
no, I thought you meant like the lips of your vagina.
No,
I was like, what?
I don't know what that's called, but
I don't know
the
what
flappies. The flappies.
The hot dog buns.
Yeah. Ew. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Actually, before I had boobs, when I learned what a razor was, I shaved every single inch of my body, even though there wasn't hair. So now I have hair in areas of my body that dark hairs shouldn't grow.
Yeah.
And I'm very self-conscious about it. I like wax it or pluck it or whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why did I do that? I was like 10. How was I supposed to know?
Right.
My mom taught me how to shave my legs. And she's like, Kate, you're going to do that with your armpits too. And then I went to town and shaved my whole entire body.
Oh my God.
Like,
just took over and was like, we need everything gone.
Hairless, naked mole rat over here. Yeah. So anyways.
Side tangent. Where were we before that?
Oh, I was sharing
hair,
about my toe hair.
Yeah.
No, my foot hair,
your
not
foot
toe hair.
Yeah.
I just thought that was the weirdest place to grow hair.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
But a piece of me is like, okay, so this is 30. This is getting old.
Oh my God.
Got it.
Of course, your brain went to that.
Yeah. Well, that's
because I'm 30. I have hair, just weird hair everywhere.
It's the only relevant thing in my life right now. Do you remember your self-care challenge from last week?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember it?
No.
So I wanted to just not be or feel as lonely because my
Right.
man's gone all the time, and I wanted to be able to, you know, do stuff with my time when I have like no other work to do. And I feel like it's just going to be a work in progress for a while. It's
Yeah.
just going to be a continuation of just trying to be better at that. And I only have to look forward to December until he's done.
Yes.
So yeah.
It's just a little amount of time. It's always like near the end when he's gone, because he's gone for such a long amount of time.
Well, and it's going to be winter time, and I think that's just
mm-hmm.
maybe where my brain goes to too, is nobody's going to want to do anything, and everyone's
There's
going to
no
be hermits.
patio drinks in the winter.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Couch drinks?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes.
So just being that your self-care challenge, I guess, wouldn't have been like an actual thing. It's just becoming more aware of trying to feel okay with that lonely feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, I'd love to have an entire episode on like living alone and being alone.
Yes.
I think that would be great, because when you're either in a relationship or single, or your partner is away all the time, sometimes you just feel so fucking lonely. And then you also don't want to reach out to people because you're like, I don't want to bother other people.
Well, everyone's like our age is like married and has kids, and so it's like, well, yeah, I don't want to bother those people that
to just like come over on a whim. Do you remember when you were like younger, you would just call a friend and be like, hey, do you want to play or hang out?
Yeah.
Yep, sure. People don't do that anymore on a whim.
And now it's like we have to plan so far in advance too.
What we planned something, I think, in the end of like October, November, because we looked at our calendars. No, busy.
And we don't even have kids.
I know. Like what? Oh goodness. Okay, so that
do you
was
know
yours.
what yours was?
Mine was to take Chewy to the trail, and I did that.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I saw a picture or video that looked lovely.
it was. So I actually took footage of that. That's another thing I want to edit, is to create a little reel with it. I am not an edit on Instagram person. The screen is way too small, and also I can just swipe to the right and watch my own reels.
Yeah.
Like watch other reels and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
The second I hit Instagram reels, gone. My soul has left my body. Anyways, so the trail walk, it was the most gorgeous day. No wind, the sun was shining, the colors of the trees,
the yellow, the browns, the oranges,
the red. Some of them were like fire red.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was so gorgeous. And Chewy had the best time. He listened so good. And he was just dead after.
He is the best boy. He really
is. I just love him so much. We don't bring him in here because he would be a terror to society and be like, here's my toy. Play with me.
Throw it.
That's all he knows. Play.
Yeah.
Play. So that was my self-care challenge. I loved that I put that in there. I wish I was better at like go to the trail, but it's like a 5-hour ordeal.
Yeah.
To get up, pack everything, drive all the way out there, walk for the hour to an hour and a half, and then bring it all back home.
It's like a half a day thing. Yeah.
It is a half a day. So to just like do it on a whim doesn't really work.
Right. You got to plan.
You and I will go.
Yes.
We have to go before the fall leaves.
Because I haven't been to that trail that you go to.
Yeah, the one outside of the city. Cool.
And then you came to my house and got your nails done after.
And got my little birthday nails done. I am obsessed with these.
I love those too.
When I showed my man, I'm like, look, aren't they the cutest? He's like, they are the fucking cutest.
Oh my God.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
yeah.
Great choice.
So I can't wait to go about the town and let people comment on them.
Fuck yeah.
Because I love when people comment on my nails.
Oh my God. And I love hearing about it.
Yeah. No big deal. My bestie just did them for me. Yeah. Special privilege over here.
Yeah. No kidding.
Okay, well, we've been rambling on. Do you have like some weekly faves, tips, things that you've just been like super obsessed with lately?
Okay, I do have a new weekly fave.
Ooh, yay.
We already know it's another reality TV show.
Yes.
Okay, so Southern Charm came back on.
Southern Charm?
Southern Charm.
Okay, say that word again.
Southern?
Southern?
Yeah, Southern?
Southern. Southern? You're really emphasizing the O. Southern.
That's how I talk.
Okay, is it Southern or Southern?
Okay, well, it's Southern.
Is it milk or milk?
I don't know who says milk.
There's like a really
Milk?
old YouTube
Milk
video.
or milk?
Milk or
It's a-
milk?
No, milk. With
Milk.
I. With
Yeah.
an I and an E.
Do you remember that YouTube video though from like early 2000s? I think Jordan Peele and someone else was in it where all these three guys were pronouncing milk and they were screaming at each other.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I
seen
gotta
that.
find it and I gotta
That's
send
so
it
funny.
to you. It's hilarious. Anyways,
Anyways.
go off about your show.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's another reality TV show. They're in what's a place that's really southern?
Texas, Louisiana, Georgia.
Okay, they are in Charleston.
Charleston.
So it's a
North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And it's a really southern town, and they're very like dainty and have to dress up all the time.
They do like when the girls are teenagers and they get dressed up, and it's in that show
Yes.
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes, and she has to get dressed up.
The
and-
debutantes.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, yes, they have that there. Anyways, it's a lot of drama.
'Kay.
So it's not just about them being dainty and like
Is it family,
keeping it
relationship,
together.
friendship drama?
it's all friends. So it's all friends hanging out, going to parties together, and they're like quite older, like 35, around that. And
It's the ultimate millennial show.
yeah,
How long has this show been out for?
I think there's 6 seasons. Maybe this is
Oh,
the 6th
snap.
or 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good drama. So.
Where can you watch it?
Hey You, I think.
Hey You. You know, I am this close to subscribing to Hey You on Amazon Prime because I want to watch the Kardashians.
The
But I-
Kardashians, I think, are on Disney now.
They're on Disney. They're also on Hey You.
Oh.
But Hey You has like the Real Housewives of all the county.
Yes,
whatever,
you're right. Yeah.
And it has all the reality drama shows. So that's kind of what I was thinking. But I'm just like, I have too many freaking shows happening right now. And I'm trying to read a book. And I'm trying to. So I'm like, just wait.
Did you start Vanderpump? I don't know.
No,
No,
I
yeah,
haven't
that's
yet.
okay.
Because I'm trying to I want to finish The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this last time. You suggested for me to watch
Yeah.
it. I was worried it was a little too like teeny bopper.
Mm-hmm.
It has its moments of
It
teeny
does,
bopper for
But it's
sure.
not the entire thing.
No, and thrown for a loop. How far are you in?
I'm done it.
Okay, totally thrown for a loop when what's the blonde woman's name has cancer.
Susanna?
I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Since when?
I know.
But they just casually threw it in there as if we already knew. I'm like, either A, I'm stupid and I missed it, or they're just throwing it in there. Maybe in the book there was more context
Maybe.
prior. And then her husband shows up to the 4th of July and she has an absolute conniption about it. And it's just like, don't fucking touch me. Get away from me. And everyone's like, what's happening? And apparently he was a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't figured out exactly, but I have my thoughts
Yeah.
that he obviously cheated on her.
I can't wait for you to finish it all because then we can actually go more
Get
into
into
detail.
it. It's
yeah.
pretty. It's pretty freaking cute.
Yeah.
And I wish. What is the main girl's name? The main character. So Belly.
Yeah.
Belly, Isabella, I think is her
Mhm.
real name. She's dating that younger guy with like the curly hair. There's two characters that remind me of my brother just because they look just like my
Oh.
brother, but she treats him so it's like just date the boy, and she's in love with the older boy, and it's like don't date
They're
older
brothers.
boys.
They're brothers. Yeah.
No, those ones aren't brothers. The one she's into,
Oh.
that's that little Fisher surfer
Oh,
boy.
okay. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know how we got on this tangent, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
I do rather enjoy it.
Oh, we were talking about reality shows.
Yes.
Do you have any faves? Weekly
For
faves?
reality shows?
No, just
weekly
like
faves.
in general.
The Olivia Rodrigo's new album Guts.
Oh,
I kind of briefly was telling you about it before we
I gotta
recorded.
listen to it.
Oh my god. Before you go, we have to listen to
Okay,
the
yeah.
first song because it just is like it's like 90s punk rock meets like these love ballads like mushed all together. She's going to be someone huge. When her first album came out, I posted on my story, I'm like, Taylor Swift better watch out. Because, like, she just gives me those, like, very Taylor Swift kind of vibes.
Yes, I agree.
But, like, a blend of like Avril Lavigne in there. Like,
I
and
can't wait to listen to it.
She's a Gen Z. She's so
Yeah.
young, but she really speaks to the millennial and the Gen Zs when she's singing. And she's going on tour. I did debate, like, do I get tickets and like go on tour? But she's not even coming anywhere close to here. And like, I'll only travel for Taylor.
Yeah.
So, oh, someone told me that they know someone that might be selling 2 tickets to Toronto.
Okay.
So we're not freaking out. We are staying very calm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that will happen.
Yeah.
Pray for
Fingers
me, guys.
crossed. Yeah.
Okay. One other thing I wanted to quickly chat about was a few episodes ago, I mentioned that I'm officially off birth control because I just did not like the side effects. I am now just, I think, 1 month completely off.
Okay.
I am shocked at how fast I rebound back to my like normal self.
Wow.
I thought it was going to take me a couple of months, but I've only been back on birth control for a year and 8 months. So it's not enough time, I feel like, to really sink in.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's still like a good amount of time. So that's still
yeah,
crazy that you
just
feel
like
fine.
right back. PMS symptoms, cramping. Like I get really bad ovulation cramps.
Oh.
So I definitely had that. And I had a couple little breakouts, nothing like major. But I'm not just like willy-nilly out there, guys, if you're thinking that that's what I'm doing. Wink. I do this thing called, what is the app called? I think I've told it to you before. Natural Cycles.
Oh, yes.
So you take this thermometer and you put it under your tongue. It takes your basal body temperature. So you have to do it like the second you open your eyes, you take it. Don't drink water. Don't get up for pee. Don't be cuddling your man right away because that could change your body temperature. So you take your body temperature, put it in your tracker, because whatever phase you're in, your body temperature changes, and you need a thermometer with 2 decimal points, because sometimes by 1 singular decimal point is what could be the difference between, you're about to ovulate versus, hey, you're good. Anyways, I could do like a whole tangent, a whole topic just on this app and all this stuff, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it's crazy. After 1 month of being off birth control, I feel like myself again.
Yeah, no kidding.
The downs are shitty. Being down and emotional and in my feels are shitty, but
don't
I'm like,
you still feel good because it's not.
I'm like, it's me.
It's you, yeah.
I am an emotional roller coaster. My ups are up and my downs are down, and I just know how to handle those better than this like more mundane. So that's what I got for you.
I can't wrap my head around taking your temperature and going off of that with your cycle. I'm just that baffles me. But that's very cool that's you can do it that way.
Well, you can there's a Nuvo ring, I think it's called, where it's basically like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, but it's just for your finger. It's a ring, and it takes the temperature for you, logs it into the app for you every morning. And I was really, really skeptical about it at first too, but then I found out that they've got 35 years of research.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, okay, I trust what they're saying is
awesome.
Works.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, Thanksgiving traditions. Let's get into it.
Yes, Thanksgiving.
So tell me, what does your family do every year? What do you like to do? What do you like to eat? Like,
so growing up when I was a kid, we were all about traditions. Like,
me too.
Same day, same meal every year, all the time. Turkey, stuffing, pumpkin pie. My grandma would make some kind of like fun, different salad all the time. Roasted, what are they called? Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
With like maple and pecan on them.
Oh,
so they were like
gosh.
candied. So delicious.
Wow.
Always out at the cabin at my grandparents' place. It was on like my mom's side of the family, and that was our Thanksgiving tradition all the time. Coming into fall is birthday plethora in my family. Everyone's born in the fall. So we do birthdays and Thanksgiving, and then before Christmas we do a family craft day together, and then we always get together on Christmas.
Family craft day.
Yeah.
I love that.
We've been doing family crafts since I can remember.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come?
Absolutely. So I actually have a twin sister, Grandma. You never knew about her.
Yeah.
But as everyone's gotten older and like we all are starting our own little like families and all these things, my grandparents go to Mexico every year. The traditions have definitely changed.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like we're transitioning very well into doing different things every year, different routines. So this year we are going to my auntie's house and she is cooking either a chicken or a turkey or something. And then I'm going to bring my buffalo cauliflower.
Nice.
And then we are hosting Levi's parents here.
Yeah, that's cute.
So I'm very excited because, you know, I love a good hosty moment.
Yes,
how
for
can I
sure.
go over top and how can I take it to the next level? But also I've never roasted a chicken before.
I think you'll figure it out.
Pray
I think
for
you'll do a good job.
I mean, it's a chicken. Like what could go wrong?
Just gotta put some seasonings in there and
Some salt and pepper
get
and
under
call
the
it a day.
flaps.
Ugh.
You got to. You have to.
Okay. Okay, tell me about your Thanksgiving traditions.
Okay, so usually we get together with my mom's side. We'll usually go to my grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
So now that she's passed away, and just this year she passed away. So this is the first year that we're kind of changing things up now. And I just have so many good memories at my grandma's house. Like the whole family would be there and we would have the best meal. There would be so much food. We'd have chocolate cake for dessert every time. Every holiday my family gets together, there's chocolate cake for dessert. And the boys go insane over it.
Who makes the chocolate cake?
So it used to be my grandma, then it was my auntie, my mom's sister, and this year, I don't know. Maybe I'll take that role on. We'll see.
It's probably like a secret family recipe.
Totally.
I love chocolate cake.
Yes. Well, and then pumpkin pie as well too. But yeah, we usually have like pierogies and cabbage rolls. My grandma makes those, which I think she still has some, or we used to have some in the freezer. So we'll bring those out.
Your mom's going to have a emotional moment.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then I think this year it's going to be at my parents' house.
Nice.
Which I am so gung-ho for, because it's also nice and close to my house. So
yeah. Do like the aunts and the cousins and all them come?
Yes,
like
exactly.
It's a whole family ordeal.
Yes, it's my whole mom's side of the family.
Nice.
Yeah, and we love to play card games and any other type of games. Like we play Asshole, like President. Do you know that? You know
yes,
that game?
do you remember it trying to teach me how to play that game?
Yes.
It was awful.
At my apartment, yeah.
We were also a little intoxicated.
We were a little intoxicated. But I'm like, no, Megan, you can't do that. And she's like, so I can do this? And I'm like, no, you can't do that either. Like, listen to the rules.
There was too many rules. It didn't make sense to me.
But now I feel like if we tried when we weren't that intoxicated, I think you'd be fine. Like, it's probably not that hard.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Cool. Card games. I love that. And chocolate cake.
I honestly cannot wait for the day that we, like me and my boyfriend, have a little bit of a bigger place to be able to host our family.
Yeah.
I love hosting people and I just can't wait for that day.
I know. Well, originally when we were hosting, I thought my man's siblings, he's got a younger sister and an older brother. And older brother has a girlfriend. I thought everyone was going to be coming here. I'm like, oh my God. Sure, I'll host. I'm asking my mom, like, is one chicken enough for 7 people? Mm-hmm. No, Megan. No. I was like, oh God. But his younger sister is in Europe living her best life over there.
Wow.
And his brother and girlfriend are working. So it turns out to just be the 4 of us. I can handle 4 people.
Even if there was that many people here, though, you have a night, like your kitchen and living room is so open, whereas ours is more closed off and it's harder to seat more people. Because
you do have that
but there's still the wall in between. Like there's just not enough room. And
your kitchen is a galley kitchen. So even if your mom and auntie wanted to be in there to help, there's no room to help.
It's not ideal, that's for sure.
Yeah. So when you get a house.
Exactly. Can't wait for that day. Everything just keeps going wrong in our house. Nick almost started a fire this morning.
What did he do?
He was, well, not this morning, but like before I came, he was cooking popcorn and the pan got so hot. And I think there was already the pan was already burnt or something. I don't know exactly how it happened, but there was a fire in my kitchen today.
So he was making like real style popcorn in the
Yeah,
pot?
yeah.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
commitment.
I know.
I'm a microwave
Same.
girly.
I'm like, let's just do it in the microwave. It'll take 2 seconds.
And we don't start fires.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
But-
funny.
But I was just going to say, things in our house just keep falling apart and there's spiders galore and I'm just so over it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So with Thanksgiving is a time to be grateful
Mm-hmm.
and to feel that abundance of gratitude in our life.
Yeah.
So let's just list off some things that we are grateful for. And it's also to help you guys feel grateful for things in your life, because a lot of times someone can say, oh, I'm grateful for X, Y, and Z. And you can be like, oh, I never even thought of that. Like,
Right.
it's just so easy, robot style things in your life that
Yeah.
you forget about it. So what are some things that you're grateful for?
I think I'm grateful for great friends that make me not think about reality and not think about all the work I have waiting for me. And like, I just love being able to hang out, like say with you, and we laugh so much and have so much fun together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even thinking about like the rest of the day or like just the shit I have to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love having those moments, and it just makes me like just feel so good, warm, and
Friends.
yeah.
I love that. I will start off by saying I am grateful for the relationship I'm in, just because knowing that a relationship like that can actually exist blew me away, and it still blows me away. And sometimes I do take him for granted. Sometimes it's just the same routine things for Monday to Friday. We're doing the same things, and it's those little tiny moments of he brings me a glass of water that is just like, oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So that's one thing I'm grateful for.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I would also say like friends and family, like those people that can make you laugh. And then
Mhm.
like later on in the week, like if you're going through something and you're like, well, like a couple days ago I was hanging out with this person and we just had the best time, and you know I'm gonna be seeing them like in the future, and I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets you out of those like hard moments.
I could go off with that, with being grateful for my mom. My mom and I have not always had the greatest relationship. I was a tough kid, like as a teenager and into my young 20s, just very like whatever you said, I would do the polar opposite to try and annoy her. And it's taken us a long time to get where we are today. And now we text and call once a week, and we go to yoga once a week.
Aw, yeah.
And I can come to her with like issues, and I just don't feel like she's trying to tell me what to do. She's more seeing it from a different perspective and giving me suggestions, and yet still supporting whatever decision I choose.
Aw, that's awesome.
So very grateful for my mom. Mom, I love you.
Aw, Mom, I love you too.
We love our mamas.
I do feel like I can tell my mom anything, and she knows what to say to make me feel better, and I'm just so grateful for that.
Yeah, that's
Even
really
if you
nice.
don't have, if you're not close with your mom, but have people in your life that are exactly like that you can say anything to and tell exactly how you feel, and they just know exactly what to say to make you feel better. It's just,
Or what not to say, or
yeah,
to be quiet, or to
Yes,
speak
and
up, or
just to listen. Like,
yeah.
they just know you so well.
So outside of relationships, what are some other things in your life that you're grateful for?
Well, I mean, I could list off little things like the coffee I have in the morning makes me get out of bed, and it makes me have energy and ready for
Mhm.
the day.
I was going to say, so the other night we were sitting down watching a football game, and my man goes, do you take this TV for granted sometimes? And I look up at the TV and I go, oh, definitely, 100%. Now, I'm going to give some context to the TV. This is not a stab at anybody who doesn't have a good TV or anything. We worked very hard to get the TV that we have, but we have this giant 80-inch TV up on our wall, and that was one of our first purchases together because we love football. We love watching movies. We love watching TV. We spend a lot of time sitting watching that TV. So for him to say that, it was one of those moments that like, shit, there are a lot of people out there that don't ever get the opportunity to have a nice TV in their living room. So I am very grateful that I have this opportunity.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
Yeah, it was like, did we need it? Not really. But
Yeah.
we're like, hey, we have the money. This is our first purchase together as a couple. Let's do it. And we did it. And it's the best thing ever. So it's like, it's hard to feel grateful for material things because we live in such a material world, and you can always put yourself in someone else's shoes and be like, well, they don't have it, or my friend doesn't have that nice of a purse or shoes or a car or whatever. So then you almost feel guilty being grateful for the things that you do have material, but you need to be grateful for those things because you worked your fucking ass off to have those things be in your possession.
Totally.
And there are things that you don't have that other people do have, and you don't look at them and go, ugh, why does Susan get to have that? That's never your reaction. Your reaction's like, wow, I can't wait to have that thing.
Yeah.
So when you're feeling grateful for material things and you're telling people about these material things in your life that you're grateful for, don't feel shame. Just know that you've worked really hard to get that thing. What else do you got for gratitude?
Like things that I'm grateful for, or how to find gratitude.
Well, let's jump into how to find the gratitude.
Okay. I would say like I think I'm really good at this, like being present in the moment and savoring those little joyful moments and just like those little things that happen. It's called practicing present moment awareness.
Yes.
And if you can just, whatever you're doing, take a second to be like, what is just something super little right now that you just overlook all the time? And you're like, you know what? That makes me feel so good. Like, what would that be for you right now? The water you
these
have,
sweatpants.
the sweats. Yeah.
These sweatpants.
Yeah.
Not kidding. I could go as big as the fact that I have my own podcast studio in my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
High gratitude.
Yeah. I was thinking more so just like little things.
Okay, little things, Kate.
But at the same time, that's definitely great.
She's like, think smaller.
Like, I'm grateful for this water right now.
My
I'm
nails,
grateful for this
like being
couch.
able to get my nails done every single month. That makes me feel very grateful. I have a working cell phone.
That's good.
It's literally another appendage on my body. I'm very grateful for this thing. Yeah, those are the things right in front of me that I could think of.
Well, because I just feel like a lot of times, like, we're either thinking about the past or we're thinking about the future. Like, a lot of times we're not just taking in what's happening right now. So you got to savor those little moments.
Yeah. And I think I kind of went off with like the material things about how to find your gratitude. Like, just feel confident in the things that you have. And especially on days when you're feeling like down or you're in that like, I need mode. Like you're filling your Amazon cart with shit that you think that you need. Pause, take a step back, look at your life, look at the things that are in your house, the friends that you have, the job that you have, and find something that's like, that's what's keeping me going every day.
Yeah.
Just got to keep going. So that's kind of what I've got for gratitude.
Yeah. One thing I guess we can go into too is journaling the gratitude out. Like,
yep.
I have always thought of journaling as, okay, actually, let me start off with, when I first started journaling, I would write about what was happening during the day. What happened to me lately, what was going on in my life right then and there. But it was also like, it was saying the good and the bad things. But if you want to just stick with like journaling about gratitude, you can stick with more of the exciting things that have happened and that are coming up, and the things that you're just like that you're really happy about that's happening in your life. And you basically want to like talk to your future self and be like I'm so thankful for all of these experiences. And
yeah, I completely
right?
agree.
Like,
when I started journaling, I was doing the same thing. I'd always write 1, 2, 3 things I was grateful for that I could see in that moment. My coffee, my cats, the house that I live in, the sun is shining. Like, this is just simple, basic day-to-day things. But it helped me reel myself back in that my life is actually good. And then I would journal more about like the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
So journaling can feel extremely overwhelming if you've never done it before, or if you're still in those beginner stages. You're like, what the hell do I journal about?
Yep.
How am I'm just talking to paper? Like, why don't I just think in my brain all the time? The problem is when you're thinking in your brain, and I have this issue all the time, you can't sometimes articulate those thoughts out in words or even on paper because they're just happening so fast. To you, in your own brain, it sounds like a full-on conversation. You could be like, yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk to myself that way. Oh, But the second you stop to write it down, it's like, what? Your brain can't keep up. So writing things out helps your brain slow down, bring those thoughts into words, and just write them out. Sometimes it's going to make no sense. It's just complete gibberish. And the best thing about journaling, no one has to read it. It's literally just for you. I think I have like 6 notebooks piled away somewhere of journals.
Oh, wow.
Like every year I just make a new one.
I have one about this thick that I'm like a quarter of the way through, and that's, I think I've had another journal, but this one has been like my main for like the past couple years. And once in a while I'll go back and reread the stuff that I have written, and it's just kind of cool to see like what has happened before and like what my thoughts were in the past and how they are now.
I know, because sometimes your opinion on a situation can be completely different in a year.
Totally. It's very interesting to go back.
Very interesting. And they say you're supposed to journal like every day. You don't really have to, because it's time consuming. And like, what do you journal about? You could do it once a week and just write out what did you do in those past week? How did you feel about this certain situation? Journaling can help you make decisions.
Oh, for sure. That's one big thing that I do use it for.
Someone once gave me a suggestion when I was struggling to make up my mind. She said, write out the problem, and then right underneath it, write why and respond to it. And then write why again and respond to it. Ask yourself why 5 times. And by the end of it, you should have an exact answer that would help you solve that problem from the beginning.
Wait, so you write why, like why what?
Just the WHY.
But so you write out the problem and then you write why.
This is what I'm feeling about this problem.
Oh, okay.
Susan is always talking about herself when we go out for coffee, and she's never once offered to pay for coffee, and I feel like I'm just a punching bag to her. I don't know if I should be friends with Susan anymore. Why? Well, because like I said, Susan does these things and it really hurts my feelings, and
that makes sense.
So you could go on and on and on. Why? Until you find the answer. And for this situation, you might come up with, okay, well, maybe I just need to do like a soft closing relationship with Susan, or I need to tell Susan, hey, next time we get coffee, would you mind paying for it? And I'm kind of feeling unheard and unseen in this situation. Would you mind flipping around? I think what I'm trying to get at is journaling helps you build your inner confidence within yourself.
Totally.
It helps you validate your own opinions and perspectives.
Well, especially because your thoughts are always just jumbled together. So writing things out just makes it make more sense.
Remember I said that we have 50 to 80,000 thoughts a day?
Yes, which is insane.
Why would you want to keep that all in your brain all the time? Like, let's just figure out ways to get those thoughts out of your head. You don't have to journal. You could have a podcast and talk, and that could be your journal. You could pick up a camera and vlog, and that could be your daily journal. You could go for coffee with a friend and you and her vent about things, and that's a way of journaling. Journaling doesn't necessarily have to be paper and pen. You could type a Word document.
You could record yourself saying something and like keep all those recordings together in a file.
Just something for you to get out of your head and it physically out into the world, so you can go back and reflect and build your inner confidence in yourself. Yeah. Was there ever like a journal moment that really stood out for you in your life?
No, but I have talked about it before, just that like going on Pinterest and trying to find journal prompts, that has definitely changed my way of thinking.
Yeah.
Instead of just journaling like how I was feeling and that kind of stuff. The journal prompts make me have that inner confidence again and help me like kind of find myself a little bit more. So but what about you? Have you had like a time?
So yeah, when I first started journaling, it was just writing, this is what I did today. And I'm like, this is boring. So then I printed off a list of like 500 journal prompts, cut them up into little slips of paper, folded them in half and shoved them into a jar. And then every morning I would just pull one out, tape it to the top of my page, and that would be what I journaled. And I did that for probably 2 years. Then I went online and purchased my first 365-day journal. And it was like all different questions about reflecting on life and your future and relationships and all different things. That book, if I can remember what it's called and if I can find it, I'm going to link it down below. It is literally the coolest book.
So it had
ever.
Every page had like different questions and different prompts.
Questions. Yeah. One of them was not really journaling, and it was take a moment to almost meditate in your current space. Look at 5 things you can see, 4 things you can smell, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can taste, and 1 thing you can something else. Like it took all your senses, and then you write those down. Then you set a 30-minute timer, and then you clean your space. Clean it really, really good. Then you do the same exercise after.
Really?
It was so therapeutic.
That's very cool.
Because you just notice different things about your space when it's dirty versus when it's clean.
Yeah.
So I really liked that one. And then after that journal, I've just kind of been journaling whenever I feel like it, kind of what's going on.
That's me too. I usually don't journal every day or even like once a week. I kind of just do it whenever I feel like it.
Whenever I'm feeling called to. And
yeah,
I really journal when I've got an idea, when I have a creative idea of like, oh, I want to create this or I want to create that. I have to sit down and just journal it out. Like it doesn't have to look pretty either.
No.
It can be permanent marker, pen. You could use paint, crayon, pencil. Like it doesn't have to look pretty. But the one thing I am very consistent with is I always put Thursday, September 29th, 2023. Like I spell the full words every single time. And for a long time I was putting what time I was journaling, and I'm like, that has no context. So but find some kind of consistency. And if it means you got to go to Chapters and buy yourself a really nice journal, then do it. You got to go to the dollar store and get a $1 notebook. Do it.
Yes,
journaling,
for sure.
Journaling is very empowering.
It's very
You can't think of another adjective.
You said empowering, and I was gonna say like soothing.
Yes.
Like it's very soothing to get it all out there.
Sometimes in the morning, just like sipping your coffee and just kind of like
that's when I like
journaling.
To do it.
And sometimes you write pages and pages and pages, and the other time it's one little paragraph.
Yeah.
Like I have journals in there where it's like, today was a good day, smiley face.
Do you ever that's funny. Do you ever at the end of like your paragraph or whatever be like, okay, have a great day, bye?
No, but I always put XO and a heart.
Oh, sometimes I put XOXOJ. But yeah, sometimes I'll be like, okay, like have a great day, or like you got this. Like
that's something we could talk to, is when you're writing in your journal, who are you writing to?
Yes.
Are you writing to yourself or someone else?
Like for me, I'm writing to my future self.
So when you write like, hey, I'm trying to think of a sentence
or
that would
like
make sense.
I guess like my present self or my future self.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I read a book one time where this character was journaling and she wrote to Ellen DeGeneres in her journals. It starts with us and it ends with us. The girl in the book, when she journals by Colleen Hoover.
Yes.
When she journals to Ellen DeGeneres and talks to a third person. So that could be another thing that's probably holding you back from journaling is, who the hell am I writing this journal to? You could decide, I'm either writing it to my current self, my future self, an invisible friend.
Or even like your pet. Like your dog. Yeah.
That would actually be so fun to write a day of your, like how your day was to your dog. Because think about the moment you leave your house, they're not a part of your day. They're just sitting at home, sitting on the couch, waiting for you to get back. So you could write in detail what your day was.
Yeah.
That's fun. I want you guys to do that. In the comments of this video, just write me a little blurb as if you were writing to your dog or your cat. How was your day? What did you do today? I want to know. That was so cute. I feel like we could go off and off and off about journaling. It's fun. And gratitude. I feel really good.
Me too. Let's play our fun game.
Yes.
Our fun game.
Our fun little, we're not really strangers.
Just chucks it off the couch.
Level 1 is perception. I don't want to answer this question. Okay, you go first.
Okay. You're still going to ask me. Okay. Do I seem like a coffee or tea person?
Coffee.
Sweetened or unsweetened?
Coffee and sweetened.
I would say same for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do love a good tea though. But I'm a bedtime tea girly.
Same.
I drink like nighty night or bedtime, whatever. Like it's got stuff in it to help you sleep.
Oh, okay.
That's the type of tea I like. But then sometimes midday, like a green tea or like a chai tea.
I like peppermint tea with a little bit of honey in there.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice. But always sweet. sweet.
Always.
I got the Starbucks coffee enhancer creamers. Where they taste like caramel macchiato or like the white mocha.
Okay, so I have those but dairy free and they still taste amazing.
I just got the caramel macchiato made out of oat creamer.
Yeah.
But the thing on the bottle is it doesn't say creamer anywhere. It says enhancer. So when you look at the ingredients, it's a lot of like oils and sugars and artificial this and artificial that. So that does make me feel kind of like shitty.
I'm gonna go home and look at my ingredients
but at the same time I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It makes my coffee taste so good.
So good. I do want to figure out a way that makes my coffee a little bit healthier, that I don't have to use that stuff, but I just don't
Have you ever tried protein smoothies as your creamer? Like, you know, those little tiny protein vanilla.
They're not dairy free though. I can't find any that are dairy free.
What if you got powdered protein?
Maybe.
Mixed it with your almond milk or oat milk or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Froth that up and then pour that. Like, keep it thick.
Okay, yeah.
Keep it thick.
That sounds good.
That could always
be
in a hot coffee.
Yeah.
Because then you're also getting protein.
Yeah, that's true.
In your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really good iced, I feel like.
Yes, for sure. That's why I'm like, hot? I don't know, but maybe. I'll try it.
Yeah, give her a try.
Let's see what your question is.
Do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for evidence?
Yep.
Yes. So, I don't normally do that. I am not about encroaching on someone's privacy. I am a very trusting person. I trust what my people say are
It's
true.
hard to trust sometimes, but at the same time, you just have to. Like,
when you're 5.5 years into a relationship and they start seeming very sketchy and odd.
Like, if your gut instinct is like, something's wrong here, something's a little off.
Even whenever his phone would go off, immediately grabbing his phone, even if it was across the room.
So you knew there was some shady shit happening.
There was some shady. He would have a shower and the phone would be with him in the shower at all times. I'm just like, this is some shady ass shit. And I even still was like, don't look at it. Don't look at it. You're going to find something that you don't want to see. Don't. Finally, near the end, I was like, I have to. Like, I have to have proof that what I'm feeling is right. And I totally proved that.
Yeah. it's a sad thing, but
So-
you already knew. Your gut instinct already told you. You just had to get some sort of proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happy about that one,
But,
but
like-
whatever.
But in our relationships now, or like in my relationship now, okay, I'll just answer the question to myself. In my ex's relationship, fuck yeah. Like, there's, yes.
Bad
I had
vibes. You're
bad
like, I need
vibes.
to look into this.
Exactly. But now it's like, he'll like show me something on his phone. And like, he always has his phone out in front of me. Like, he has nothing to hide. And I already know. Like, I
Yeah.
already trust him. And I'm like, if he did have something to hide, like, he wouldn't be showing me something on his phone. And like, just in case a notification popped up or like,
Yep.
you know, so.
And my man's the exact same. I'll be like, hey, can I borrow your phone for the flashlight or whatever? He's like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
I literally have to scroll to find the flash because he has a Samsung and I'm
so
an
does my
iPhone user.
boyfriend, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm scrolling through all of his apps to
Yeah.
find it. And he's just sitting there like, nothing to hide.
yeah.
And I'm watching him scroll Instagram one time. And I think there was like one photo of a semi-half naked woman. And it was a sponsored post.
Oh.
Because you know how Instagram has
Right.
sponsored
So
posts?
it wasn't even
on
someone he
his
followed.
feed. And it's
Yeah.
just like...
Yeah.
So there are men out there that do follow a lot of like attractive women and are constantly liking those photos. Men, stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
If you want to lollygag out in the world and flaunt your shit to all these different women, don't be with your girl.
No, you're giving all these girls all the attention that they want. Like, this is exactly what they want. They look through who liked their picture. They're like, oh, this guy finds me attractive. This guy must like me. Like,
and all while you're doing that, you're just tearing the confidence of your own woman
yes,
down.
exactly.
So just build your own babies up.
Exactly. You know, with also like posting your girlfriend and not posting your girlfriend. So I saw this TikTok one time that was like, if you have a really nice 1960 Chevrolet car, you're going to post that because that is fucking sexy.
Yeah.
You're going to show that thing off, but you're not going to post your girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean?
So I have thoughts around that. So my man doesn't ever post on social media. I think it was probably 3 years ago was the last time he posted.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion is like, if your feed is strictly cars, like your car,
Mm-hmm.
why would there be one photo of your girlfriend on there? You share her on your stories. You talk about her at work.
Well, he still posts you on his stories.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Like to me, I'm just like, there's a fine line. It's all relationship to relationship.
I was more so talking, that's true too, but I was more so talking about just those guys that post pictures all the time, but just won't post pictures of their girlfriend.
yeah.
Like, your boyfriend's not like really
He's not active on there,
so
so I'm never going to be
whatever.
like, but also here's a PSA to those ladies out there. Stop begging your man to post a photo of you,
Yeah.
because him posting a photo of you doesn't validate the love.
Well, especially when you're forcing him to do something like that right there is just
It's just
not,
a no-go.
Yeah.
I'm not about that forceful
No.
stuff. If you love him and if he loves you, you two will show that to each other when you're home, the doors are closed,
Yes.
the lights are off. You know, like those moments where it's literally just the two of you, that is your love.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is not love.
No, and it sucks that that's just the biggest part in our world right now.
Yeah, post.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that one opened Pandora's
Yeah,
box.
we had to get that all out there though.
Okay, level 2 is connection. Do you think the image you have of yourself matches the image that other people see you? So the way you view yourself, do you think the way other people view you is the same?
In certain aspects, I think
Okay.
that I'm just like a caring, genuine, fun, loving person, but like really personally, like you always know you're a little different when the door's closed and you're
Yep.
alone, right? So there's that portion, but for the majority, I think
You think so?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
What about you?
Yeah, I think when the door's closed, I'm definitely a lot rougher on myself and
Me too.
just, okay, I have a story. So yesterday I was like just really spirally, and I wanted to edit, but I also just wanted to have like a blah day and do
Yeah,
nothing.
she texted
I
me
texted
being
you.
like, should I be a blob today? And I'm like, you go, girl. Be a blob. You deserve it.
Like, why did I have to ask permission to be a blob? So by the end of the day, I was just like in my feels, all this stuff. And I'm telling my man about it. And his response to me was, yeah, I feel like that sometimes too. Wait, you do?
Yeah.
The person that I feel like is Superman in my life, that is just like always achieving things, you feel that way too? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure every single person on this planet feels like that. He just validated me so much to be like, wow. So this emotional roller coaster that I'm feeling about being a blob is okay.
Yeah, totally. You know when you need to give yourself a break. Like if you're really like if you had the need to ask me if you should give yourself a break yesterday,
You need a break.
You already knew.
Yeah.
So
but it's just crazy. I don't know how. The image of other people. So
yeah.
I think what part of my guilt is in that moment is and this is the toxicity that we're trying to talk about not doing on social media, is when I'm creating these videos and when I'm posting online and sharing on my story, I'm sharing all the highlights of my life and things to help encourage others and uplift others. So when I have a blob day and I'm not being productive, I feel like a shitty person. And I feel like if someone saw me right now, they would think I'm the laziest human being on the planet. And they would not want to follow me. And they would think I'm a liar and a hypocrite. What? No. You are allowed to work your fucking ass off and then sit on the couch and watch TV and do nothing all day.
Yes, and have a rest day.
But in general, I think the general gist of me, I do think my image of myself and the image of other people is the same. It's just in those behind closed doors moments. And I think linking back to my vlog stuff, that's parts of my life that I want to try to normalize.
Yes.
If I can normalize it for myself, I can help other people normalize it for themselves. That if you want to watch a 20-minute video of me watching TV, I'm not going to create a video like that. But
I want to say we did this one too. What's been the best compliment a stranger has ever given you?
We've had a similar stranger one. It was, how did a stranger change your life?
Oh, the best compliment.
Okay, I can't think of one like specifically, but I love when people compliment on my appearance. Like a piece of clothing that I have on, or actually when I was all dressed up for your birthday, I had to stop at a store. And when I walked in, I had my little boots on and my little leather pants on. And I was just like feeling fun.
Yep.
And the girl's like, I love your outfit. And I was like striking poses. I'm like, thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that always makes me feel good. How about you?
I think for me, when clients come into my home and are like, your place is so cute and cozy and I just want to snuggle up in a blanket and get comfortable and get my lashes done and have a little nap, I think those compliments are just make me feel so good.
Yeah.
The looks compliments too, I love. Like, don't get me wrong, compliment me all day long, but the ones for my home, yeah. And they're like, you just have it put together so nice and all the colors are so aesthetic. And I'm just like, well, thanks to my mom, but thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, your house is so cute when you walk in.
Yeah. Last one.
Level 3 is reflection.
These are so deep sometimes.
I know, they really make you think. I love that we put this at the end of the episode when our brain juices are already dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, I like totally lied. This question isn't very deep. Should I just
do it?
Ugh. It just you know what I'm trying to say is these cards make me think so much.
That's the whole point of the game.
And think back to like an hour ago.
Oh boy, are you a goldfish?
What has this conversation taught you about yourself? See, now I'm like, what the fuck did we just talk about?
Okay, for me, just recapping this whole episode, I learned, 1, you don't have to do it all.
No, you don't.
It's okay to take a day, just like we just talked about. But even at the very beginning, when we were talking about how was your week, it just feels all like a blah. You don't have to do it all. you can be present in one task. Because if days and tasks and things are starting to meld together and that's how my whole week's feeling, clearly I'm not being fully 100% present in the thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And get outside more and go on the trail more.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Yeah. So that's what I would say I learned.
I would say that I would like to get into journaling more often. I used to a lot, and then I kind of just did it whenever I felt like it, which was like once every couple weeks. And now after this, I'm like, I'm going to go home and journal, or tomorrow morning. I usually do it in the mornings with my coffee. So I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I think we'll leave that as that answer.
'Cause I mean, you could get really deep, but like,
what did we talk about?
We don't have functioning brains around here.
No. The camera goes on and I'm like, huh? Where am I? I'm like, what is in my brain right now?
This is why you need notes.
Yeah, but I can't even read them because they're just so small.
Or your iPad dies.
Yeah. Like, fuck, I'm just a mess. Okay, anyways, last question. Let's go.
This is a reflection on each other.
Okay.
What am I most qualified to give advice about?
What are you? Me. I gotta. For you.
Me, up, down, left, right. Me, the camera. So you answer. What am I most qualified to talk about?
Growth, confidence, self-love.
Thanks. I would have to agree, but also at the same time, I'm like, what do I say? Oh my God. Once I start talking, I can't stop, but it's the initial starting. Mm-hmm. For you, it would be organizing, having a like Pinteresty aesthetic vibey house, like how to keep your house clean and organized and all that stuff. And lashes. Ooh. Obviously. Mm-hmm. Because you're so good at it.
I love it so much.
And you love it. That's another thing. When someone loves something so much, they just keep going.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I have an appointment today. But then as soon as I start lashing, I'm like, I love this so much. Like, why did I feel like that earlier?
You just get lost in the little...
Yeah, and like the music's playing and she's falling asleep and it's just so relaxing. And
yeah.
Yeah.
What a fun episode.
Oh, we have one more
thing.
Okay.
So this is our self-care challenge for the week. I have literally no idea.
Okay, well, I'll say mine and then you can keep thinking.
Okay.
Okay, so my first one, I have two.
Here we go.
My first one is I absolutely cannot spend any more money. I have to follow my budget and I just... no money.
So
spending.
You have 7 days to not spend any money. Before we continue, I want to ask some questions.
Okay.
Do you have events coming up that could possibly bring opportunities to spend money?
So it'll be till next Thursday.
Yeah, 1 week.
Tomorrow's
Friday.
I might have to get some groceries, but that's like a necessity. So I mean, like I'm still spending money. It's not in my, like I've already spent my grocery budget, but it's like I have to eat. So this is the problem I'm having now.
I see. But are you going out? Do you have an event or something like that?
No.
Okay.
In the next 7 days, no.
So keep it that way. Because we know that once someone offers, you want to go for drinks? No does not belong in Jordan's vocabulary.
My boyfriend's in town, so he can pay.
Yes. Woo! Oh, perfect. Then you definitely don't need to spend money.
No, like I think we're going to go for supper tonight, and guess who's paying?
Oops, I forgot my wallet at home.
He does that to me all the time, actually. And I'm like, that's fine, I can pay. But then he's like, oh, just kidding, I have it. And I'm like, you just did that to like piss me off. Like, even though I'm not even pissed off because he does pay a lot. So once in a while, I'm like, I'll treat us. Yeah. I'll treat us.
Just queen bee over here. Single mother.
Hey, he makes more than me. So it's like, it's fair.
Take your girl out.
Yes. And that's like one thing we do like to do together is go out for drinks and go out for food together. That's
actually, I think we are going out later tonight.
Are you?
Yes. Because, I didn't tell you guys, I'm going on a little girls' weekend.
Right.
This weekend to good old Winnipeg. Woo! Woo! I know. Send the cannons. It's so exciting. But I'm going with my mom, grandma, and auntie because my auntie and I share a birthday together. It is also a big decade birthday for her too. It's a very special.
Wait, you guys share the
We're both
birth
September
date? Wow.
Yeah. So I was born on her 20th birthday.
Oh, wow.
So she'll be 50, I'll be 30. It's obviously a big birthday. So the four of us are going to go to Winnipeg. We're going to go to a spa, IKEA. I am so excited for IKEA.
That sounds so nice.
So I do not have a no money spending self-care challenge.
Okay, well, I spent twice as much as my budget said in Vancouver. That's why. That is why I need to chill.
Do you ever cry after?
I didn't cry. I just got mad at myself.
Yeah.
But it was the best trip, so I can't really be mad.
It's all about the memories.
It's all about the memes.
The memes. Okay, what's your secondary one?
My second one, what was it? Oh, I watched the last episode this morning the last episode that we recorded.
Oh, my birthday episode,
birthday episode
with the terrible audio.
Yes. I said probably 15,000 times during that episode. Every second word was And this episode, I hope I was really good.
You're to nitpick yourself now.
I just sound so stupid, and I need to get over that. I need to stop saying I need to just talk more confidently, and
I can hear you now that you've just said it. I can hear the spaces where you want to say the word because it's a filler word for your brain to think of the thoughts.
Well, and usually when I say you'll chime in.
Because sometimes you'll go and then you stop for a second to collect your thoughts.
I don't know what
I
to
think
say.
that's when I go.
Yeah, but I like that because that I like when you finish my sentence.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go cry now.
Aww. That's a really good observation, though.
I do want to be better at that for sure,
at it.
And just be a more confident speaker, and not.
If you guys are really dedicated to this podcast, I would love to hear how many times we say in the comments.
No, don't do that to us. Don't do that to me, please. Don't.
I'll block you from the comments. Okay, no, those are really awesome.
Or just help a girl out with some advice. Some advice, Jordan. Can I just not say some advice? Some advice.
So when I type emails, I always start off with, I just wanted to say, and then I start off with what I'm saying. And every time I read it back, I'm like, why am I saying I just wanted to say when I'm already saying what I'm saying?
Funny.
It's you're cushioning the blow. No, just say what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an email.
Be straightforward.
So I did have a self-care challenge pop in my brain, but it has just somehow managed to vanish.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I was talking too much.
Oh, what do I have going on in this next week? Actually, I have, because it's leading up to my birthday. I have one more week until my birthday. My self-care challenge, want to create a new vision board for coming into my 30s.
Nice.
So
are you going to print it out or just have it on your computer?
I'll probably just have it on my computer, but I might print it to have it somewhere.
I did make one not too long ago, and I saved it as my desktop, and it says "Hello Jordan" at the top, and then there's just a bunch of aesthetic pictures.
Cute.
So
I think a vision board, because I haven't updated mine in probably a year and a half, so I need a new one.
I like that idea. That'll make you feel good.
That will make
and
me
more
feel so
just
good.
Optimistic for the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening to today's episode and catching up with you guys. I am excited for the future.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for this podcast. This is so fun, and I'm so glad we get to share it with you guys. And
subscribe, comment, share, all the things.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.